Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. I'm over here at the Opera House, the Sydney Opera House. It's Wednesday morning. Happy hump day to everybody. It's 5:45 in the morning. It's a little bit cool. There's a bit of a breeze blowing across the harbour, but thought that it'd be a great opportunity to go on a walk and talk and highlight and showcase the beauty of this magnificent city of mine, the magnificent city of Sydney. It's quiet, there's hardly anybody about, and it's still dark, and we've got the glitter of all the lights, which make Sydney such a beautiful place, both during the day and during the night. Sydney is like a beautiful mistress, always keeping us thinking, always keeping us guessing, and always changing like a chameleon to keep our interest piqued. So today I'm going to take you through a book summary entitled Imperfect Courage by an author, a female author. That's my second female author for the day, by the name of Jessica Honeggar. Jessica Honeggar wrote this beautiful book on imperfect courage, and it's a massive call to action. And the author here tells us that we need to get out of our comfort zones in order to grow and develop. So Imperfect Courage is a book about getting off our bums and basically doing things, expressing courage, so that we can basically, I guess, feel uncomfortable and to get on with life and to do things that we wouldn't normally do if we were comfortable and if we were stayed in our ways. So Jessica reminds us of a very, very powerful lesson, that you're better off exercising weak courage than exercising no courage at all. And this is a brilliant message for all of those people out there who are perfectionists, who are people who won't try something or do something unless it's perfect, unless all the stars align and all the planets align, and they know exactly what they're doing and what the outcome is going to be. What the author says is that basically you're never going to get an opportunity or be in a position where everything is perfect. So you just need to act. You need to show some imperfect courage. You know, take the step, take the leap of faith, knowing that you don't know the whole picture and you don't know how it's all going to work out, but knowing very well that you're going to be able to figure it out, because as humans we have rational thought, we're able to network, we're able to mull over things, and once you start building momentum, once you start getting things done, then as you move along the path, other opportunities arise. You know, you get other little gaps and doorways and windows and other bars come along, you name it. So the more you move through that momentum, you get to see a clearer picture, and then you're able to use that clarity to make other important and serving decisions that serve you, and decisions that get you closer to where you want to be. I'll just move over here so I can get a bit of light on my cards so I can see what the next point is. Bear with me. So it's all about stepping out of your comfort zone, according to the author here, and being fearlessly, and to fearlessly experience your life to the fullest. Because if you're sitting back and taking life too comfortably and waiting for everything to be perfect, as we said before, you're basically going to not do anything. You're going to freeze, and you're not going to be willing to try anything new. And by not trying anything new, you're not going to be any better than what you were the previous day. So what the author is saying here and calling to action is we need to purposefully place ourselves in a position where you are constantly out of your comfort zone, where you're constantly feeling discomfort. Because what this will do is it will create cognitive dissonance, and it will create variety and disruption to our mundane lives. And once you have that disruption will foster opportunities to grow, develop, change, and become a better version of who you are. The next key point to come out of this book from this author is that we need to be open about our vulnerabilities. And this is an interesting topic, because a lot of men I know are very uncomfortable about showing their vulnerability and want to, instead show their manhood and show how capable and competent they are. But the author says here that people who are competent, confident, and capable are basically really boring people. They're pretty boring people, according to the author, because people can't connect with people who come across perfect, confident, and capable. If you want to connect with people, according to Jessica, you connect through your vulnerabilities, through expressing, through sharing your vulnerabilities with people around you. Because once you open up, once you free yourself of the ego of trying to put on a mask and show the world a person who really isn't there, but just a fake idea of a person, and you push yourself to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is something that people attach to. It's something that people can connect with, because it's something that they can relate to. But vulnerability requires strength, and it requires courage. This is the big message for this book. Whereas a lot of men see that vulnerability is a weakness, what the author is saying is it's not a weakness at all. It's a show of tremendous strength to be able to face your fears, face your demons, face your weaknesses, and be open and honest about those. Interesting enough, the author then goes on to say that we absolutely love seeing vulnerability in other people, and yet we only want to see strength and virtues when we're talking about ourselves and portraying ourselves. But because we love seeing the vulnerability in other people, it makes sense that other people love seeing the vulnerability in us, even if it means that they laugh at us, have a bit of a joke about us. I'm sure there's lots of people who are laughing at my gym's 5 a.m. clubs. But that doesn't worry me, because what drives me is my goal of reaching 1,000 vlogs by my 61st birthday, and then being able to look back and see that in 1 year, just 1 year, a year that devastated the world during COVID-19, I was able to deliver and generate a service and a product that may be able to give hope and strength to some people. So that's my calling, that's my dream, that's my hope, and that's me expressing my vulnerability. For those who have been following the Jim's 5 a.m. Club, you will know that I am an open book. I love to share, and I love to help empower and embolden the people around me to make a better crack at their lives. So that's once again a bold message, a powerful message that comes from this author, and it's a message that resonates deeply with me, because I am expressing this thing that she talks about, expressing vulnerability, but also enabling people to relate to it and to connect to it. So the last key point to come out of this book is that we need to start worrying so much about trying to do everything, and just focus on just doing something in our lives, because at the end of the day, we can only live one day at a time. We can drive one car at a time. We can live at one house at a time. We can share a moment with one colleague or one friend at a time. So basically, don't worry about what you're doing, but try and do something that adds value. Anything is better than nothing. So try and do something that adds value, because once you get the ball rolling, what you do is you create momentum. And as we said before, that momentum will take you to another place. It'll put you on a path. It'll take you on a journey where you'll meet other people. You'll find other paths, other windows, other perspectives. And as you can see, we've walked all the way around the harbour, and we can look back and we've got a different perspective of the city. When I was over on that side there, I couldn't quite see this perspective. I could see the Opera House, but I couldn't see back. I could see the harbour bridge from a different view, but now I can clearly see those flags, and rather than them being blowing from the west, I can clearly see now they're blowing from the south. So I imagine that today we're going to get some cloud or some cooler weather pushed up the coast. So I think I'll leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5 a.m. Club, where we've just enjoyed another opportunity to have a shared experience. And we talked about a book entitled Imperfect Courage by Jessica Honeggar, where she's given us a few life hacks to enable us, to embolden us, to just get on with it, and to be uncomfortable, and to welcome discomfort, and to use it, to leverage it, to make more of our lives. So I think I'll finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, let's support each other wherever we can, so that we can make the most of the morning, this day, and of our life. May we be the wind beneath our wings. May we be the wave beneath our board, and may we be the zephyr that blows our sail and keeps our sail fluttering and proudly demonstrating who we are. Let's live, learn, and pass it on. And I hope we all have a wonderful Wednesday, a productive hump day, and wishing you all the very best, and thanking you for joining me on this adventure known as Jim's 5 a.m. Club, and to know that I'm slowly getting to where I need to be. I've set myself a goal of 1,000 vlogs in English by my 61st birthday on the 27th of May. And last night, I've got to tell you, I shit myself. I had a dream that I went to the doctor and I got my results back, and the doctor told me that I had leukemia and that I only had a limited time to live. But when I woke up knowing that it was just a nightmare, I was so relieved that I couldn't wait to get up, have my shower, get shaved, get in a bus and come down here to deliver a 5 a.m. club. Let's hope that we all are healthy and we don't get news that causes suffering, but to get through life as best we can, knowing very well that we will be challenged at some point, but hopefully that point will be further off into the future, and that we'll have a support structure around us to be able to get through it and to deal with it. Yasas, Filakia, Kesasagapao. Once again, Filakia from Jim's 5 a.m. Club on this wonderful, wonderful Hump Day Wednesday. Yasas. Bye for now.